Howdy, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, a Lonk between worlds. I almost said a Lonk to the past. The reason we're starting at the title screen is because I wanted to show off that the title screen reflects where you last saved and kind of pans around that area. I just thought it's something neat, and because I'm being weirdly comprehensive, I felt like, oh, we should mention this. I'm not going to show you every single one of these screens because it's not that important, but I wanted to mention it. Also, a neat little thing is the game remembers the amount of health that you had when you saved, which, like, I opened this up and I'm like, oh, that's a little strange. I mean, it makes sense, but, you know, it's there. So on the last episode, we prepared. We went and got stuff so we can go into the House of Gales. And I didn't... Oh, well, wrong button. I didn't talk about it too much for whatever reason, but Tornado Rod, new item to this game. You go up, make you do a little jump, makes wins, and we can do things with it. New to this game, important. And you may notice I'm running away from the House of Gales because, as you may remember in the last episode, I went, oh shoot, I didn't actually read my notes before. I didn't actually read my notes, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I nailed everything. I realized as soon as I stopped recording, I looked at my notes. I'm like, I forgot two things. I was like, I guess I could record that and just toss it in. Actually, what is our bottle sitch looking like? We got we could have actually used one of those. So let's leave and come back. Hopefully they'll respawn. Yeah, I was just like, there are actually 2 points on my notes that I just forgot about, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna, I'll do it at the beginning of the episode. No reason to restart the recording and then be like, oh, I need to tack this into the edit. And let me tell you what, that edit was a pain in the ass. I'm not sure if that came through, but that was an annoying edit last episode, especially with the last minute me going like, hey, actually, what the hell are my mice? You know, it seems important. So we saw a cracked wall over there, and it soldier in the grass. That happens. Which one's the shield? That's the shield button. Okay, it's been a minute. So we just need to be careful and kill the soldier. I mean, we actually didn't need to kill the soldier. So we saw a cracked wall over here, indicating that there was something there. And there isn't a cracked wall here, but we can use the negative space between these two boulders to assume that perhaps there's a thing. And this game doesn't do the... I don't think this game has the... when you hit a cracked wall that makes the ding, ding, ding noise. I don't think it does that. But maybe it does. We'll figure out. Yee, I didn't do it. Or maybe I did. Whatever. I'm just sorry either way. The runaway item seller. Who are you? Did my wife send you to find me? I sealed up the opening nice and tight. There wasn't even a crack, so how'd you get in here? Well, let me tell you about negative space. Negative space? Oh, that's bullshit. You're not here to bring me back to the village, are you? Then how about helping me out with something? I mean it if it isn't too much trouble. Nah. Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't help me either. Hey, okay, let's talk, buddy. Yeah, yep. Yeah, we'll help. Really? Oh, negative space, huh? So, here's the thing. I run the item shop in Kakariko Village. Or, I did, until I wasted almost all of my profits on something dumb. Well, it didn't seem dumb at first. I bought an apple from the street merchant outside my shop. It looked so tasty I gave him almost every rupee I had. But you'd do the same thing too, right? Depends on how good the apple is. Sure, whatever, dude. What? You would? Anyway, about that apple, I ate it right away, right? And it was the best apple ever. Worth every rupee for sure. Also interesting that you capitalize rupee. Are we supposed to capitalize currency? I don't know. That's not a thing that I would know. Unfortunately, my wife didn't see things that way. She really let me have it. And wow, how my wife can yell when she thinks she's right. Marriage, am I right? Never get married, kid. It's normal to hate your spouse, actually. Or I guess she was right. It was most of our savings, after all. So, and I'm not proud of this. But when I took a lunch break, I just sort of didn't come back. See, that's my sad story. Could happen to anyone, right? Yeah, sure. It could happen to anyone, of course. Really? To anyone? That makes me feel a little better. You really know what you're doing, don't you? Yeah, I told you about negative space, dude. I've been thinking about that. I've got to hide out myself. I've been thinking that I've got to hide myself away until I really sort it all out. Maybe in some secluded dungeon, but I know those places are dangerous without the right gear, like a scoot fruit. Yeah, I need one of those before I go. Please, get me one. This dude and his fucking fruit, man. Whoa, I see you've got yourself a scoot fruit. Could you please let me have... He didn't even say please. Could you let me have that? I really need a scoot fruit. Whatever, dude. Thanks so much. Here, take this as thanks. I believe that scoot fruits are worth 50 rupees, by the way. With this, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's not, is there? Or is there? First, I'll need to gather up the courage to even go into a dungeon. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, okay, all better. Yeah, just gonna go into a dungeon, ill-equipped, only has the fruit that makes you... A scoot fruit makes you exit the dungeon immediately. So, like, he doesn't have, like, anything to do. Like, he'll go into the dungeon at the first sight of danger, I guess, eat the fruit that warps you out magically. Yeah, just a strange little thing that happens and exists in this game. So, yeah. Oh, hey, that guy, like, came out of, like, the same fucking grass. I wonder if that's... He just always pops out of that grass and it's not random. But that's fine, because I can just crunch a fairy between my teeth and feel better instantly, like magic. It's incredible. So yeah, the sad story of this man who's women, am I right? Which button does this? Yeah, there we go. We can use the tornado rod and stun him. You know, it's video games. So, hey, another thing about negative space, you know. Oh no, I wish I could take back that bomb. Take back that bomb because I was like, wait, I need to see if it makes the tank. I need to know about the tank. I don't actually know. I don't think it's in this game. Oh, hey, some keys. We haven't seen any keys yet, I don't think. Some ropes. And there's a little rupee rock thing here. We saw one of these when we did Rupee Rush, and I didn't really talk about it because there was a lot going on. But you see a sparkle like that, you can hit the rock, and it spits out rupees. Incredible. It's nature. Oh hey, it's one of you. And I'm surprised I actually hit the right combination of buttons, because I always get the dive stuff backwards, because I think no, this is the B button, right? I guess my finger is usually on the B button for sword, so I get in there and I'm like, yeah, B's going to be the dive because that's the action there, but no, B's the swim fast and then A is the dive, and I don't know why that confuses me so. Just perplexing. Oh hey, another rupee rock. That's nice. These just kind of show up randomly. I don't know what makes them show up, and it's not worth researching. They just show up, and sometimes you get some rupes. It's nice. And yeah, piece of heart. Hooray. It all worked out. Did we go in this cave? I don't remember if we did. Yeah, I can see an open chest, so we definitely did. It's been a minute since the last recording. If you couldn't tell, I know. See, I did it. That's what I usually end up doing, is I swap to, like, oh, you know, B's going to be the action, so B will be the dive, and A will be the movement. Oh, wow. The weather vane's already pissed off at us. That's surprising. Did we get this Mai? I'm pretty sure we did. There's no way I wouldn't have gotten this Mai. Just had to check. So now, 10 minutes into the video, it's time to enter the House of Gales that was promised to us. And it starts with a big, like, gong noise. They're really letting us know that stuff is up. So we can use the tornado rod to go up and get blown around by the wind, or should I say the gales. Since this is the Gales house, I should be respectful and use their proper name. It's not just wind, it's not a wind current, it's a gale. Thank you. Okay, we can come down here, hit that, and you know, sometimes the perspective can be a little strange since, you know, we don't have access to the magic of stereoscopic vision. But you know, we made a wall come down, so now we'll be able to wiggle our way around, and yeah, just some hidden roots. You know, just a little, like, hey, if you're thinking about it, you can get some extra little goodies. Which one were you? You're a popo. Yeah, you're a popo. I believe you're a popo, because there's another very similar enemy with a very similar name. Oh, here, we'll just go ahead and... I could probably get this with a bomb. I was like, I can pause the game and then, you know, pull up my arrows and then get that. But no, pausing the game, that would add a couple unnecessary seconds to get these monster guts. Nice. Wow. Incredible. You know, well, I was going to say I shouldn't complain because they could be useful, but I don't think purple potions can be very useful to us. Is purple the... invincibility, or is it the hardy one? I don't know. I don't use it. Okay, now we do actually have to pause the game to get out our lantern, and I'll go ahead and just place the bombs. This is probably a compass. This is like a compass puzzle. You know, it could be your second or third. Oh no, it's groups. It's just a little extra goodie for you for going around, and we're going in circles now. We've seen the entire thing. There's a big fan here, or a gale producer, as they're called here. Where do those rats come from? Well, that's not important. What is important is getting this 1 rupee. Is there anything against the wall since you can't see it? Like little. Okay. I wasn't sure if they'd be like a little goodie here where they tempt you with the 1 rupee when you could actually get a couple. Okay, so these, shoot, what are these guys actually called? I think these are bubbles. These are what bubbles look like in this game. So yeah, they're on fire, and when they're on fire, if you get close to them, you know, you could hurt yourself, but we got wind and you can put out the fire. It's no problem. And for some reason, that skull had guts inside of it, which, you know, when I think of skeletons, I think, okay, well, obviously, you know, the skeleton's ambling around, and they don't have muscle, they don't have skin, they don't have their flesh or their fats. So obviously, you know, magic is puppeteering them, so they don't need, you know, such contrivances as musculature and such. And, you know, with the skull, especially, you know, that was a skull that just kind of magically spit out fire. Is this our only entrance? I believe it is, yeah. All the other entrances are on the upstairs. Just had to check if we had any options. It's pretty clear that we were going to go this way, but, you know, sometimes you got to check. There's a moving block. Oh, did we see these guys? These guys are called berries, I believe. I could look at my list of enemies that I would forget. Oh, also something very funny. I went on that whole thing about the carrot crab and the sand crab in the last episode. I have a note for this one for like, I have a list of enemies that like, oh, I know I'm going to forget their name. Oh, here's the compass. And I put sand crab for this episode because I figured, oh, we'll be around, you know, Lake Hylia. So obviously we'll probably, oh, I needed to get on the block, obviously. That lantern right there, lamp, looks like electric light. It's probably magic, some magic crystal shit. Obviously we need to use the block that's moving. You know, use the game mechanic. Oh, whoops, electrocuted. We could pull out our arrow, but you know, we have our tornado rod equipped, and I guess you're just gonna blow you away. Is there anything over there? Is there even a way to touch the wall here? Yeah, there is. Is that lantern thing? Yeah, okay, that's in our way here. If we were like 1 story higher, 1 layer higher, however you want to say it, we could potentially get to it, but it's not a problem. Yeah, I thought we would be seeing crabs here because it's like, oh, we'll be by Lake Hylia, so we'll probably see crabs in this one. And then didn't think like, oh, maybe there'll be crabs over by the water area. Maybe the water area would have some crabs in it. But you know, that's just my notes being a little strange. So by turning on that thingamajig, we've created a shortcut for ourselves. So even if we were to fall down, we're probably gonna need our bow around here. Oh yeah, the red berries. So the blue one, or Bari, it's probably Bari because it's probably supposed to be like barrier. Maybe it is berry. Just strange since, you know, berry is a name. Yeah, the red ones, you might have noticed it, but they split into to pieces whenever they get got, and the blue ones do not. The blue ones, you know, they die like a dog when they die. They don't leave their curse upon the world to get us, and we unfortunately can't get that red rupee without. Well, I guess wait, it was a blue rupee, not a red rupee. Something is wrong with my brain today. We couldn't get that without getting down, which I guess isn't that big of a deal since we have created a short. I didn't even need to hit that right now. That they just had that thing going for us already, and there is a chest in that room to the left. Did I do something? Is there a brain problem situation happening? There might be a brain problem situation happening. Let's go back. Just take a look at what's happening. We might need to like fall from the floor above to get over there. Oh no. Yeah, there's just a wall merge here. I was overlooking it. Yeah, I'm glad that I came back. Is there anything off to the right? I don't think there is, but you never know. Sometimes they hide some goodies. Yeah, I'm just gonna run back. I don't think there's anything. It's fine. If it is, you know, there might be a red rupee on the wall to be like, oh, good job, you did it. Oh, and God, these rats. Like, obviously, you know, those are on the floor, and then some are on the thing, but, you know, no stereoscopic vision. How am I supposed to know which layer's which? It's so difficult. A couple of years ago, the great Ace Attorney finally came out in America, which I was excited for because I had wanted to play that game for a minute, and it was very funny because it was originally a 3DS game, and they ported it to the Switch like people do, just put everything on the goddamn Switch. And one of the cases, there's a big hullabaloo, a what to do about stereoscopic vision as like a big plot point. And that first fucking game, they like... I've played a lot of Ace Attorney games. Well, I actually haven't played any of the 3DS ones other than Professor Layton and I guess now the Great Ace Attorney since they brought it to Switch. But that game is so fucking like wordy, and I don't feel like Phoenix Wright. Obviously, it's visual novel kind of almost. I think you could make the argument. So there's a lot of words, but I was like, damn, this game is wordy, and like it just hit points where I was just like, oh, I don't want to fucking read it, everything here, shit. And they have a case where stereoscopic stuff is important, and it's supposed to be kind of funny because it's on the 3DS, and then like. They explain the concept of stereoscopic like images like fucking 15 times because you can like you see like we could have actually how do we get to those blue rupees before we move on? What layer would have okay, so if we because this is on the same layer we are, so what is high enough to get us to blue rupee? It's a mystery, and I'm going to figure this out because I will not allow this game for children to best me. No, thank you. We just need to find a spot where we're like right here. This would be like the right amount of height to. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we just walk along here to get to it. But they just keep explaining stereoscopic and stuff, and it's like at first I get it because like. You can inspect things, and you don't have to. So you inspect the stereoscopic thing, and they explain it to you, and it's like, okay, well, that one's a gimme. But then they just keep fucking explaining it over and over again, and it's just crazy. I did really like those ones though. It was one of the better Phoenix Wright games, I think. I thought one was a little weak, and then I got real into two. I think that might be the general consensus. It goes the other way, but I really liked the characters in the game. Herlock Sholmes, love that showing up because Herlock Sholmes, it's Sherlock Holmes, but like the Sir Conan Doyle estate is very litigious, and they were just like, we don't want to risk it. But Herlock Sholmes originates from Arsène Lupin, who would do like Sherlock Holmes crossovers. And then it was like, this. I think Doyle was cool with it, but the estate is very litigious, if I recall. So they like replaced it with like, oh no, this is Herlock Sholmes, our original character. So it's very funny to see that make it back to Phoenix Wright, as a person who will not shut up about Lupin. Is this the first Lupin of this series? Oh, whoops, of this series? It might be. Oh, we're gonna get got there. It's fine. We have fairies, Unfortunately, if the fairy comes out of the bottle because we died, we don't get to gnash it between our nasty little teeth the way I assume, fairies get used. I assume, like Saturn devouring his son style, just like, oh, this is going to be bad for us. No, it wasn't bad. It just got us nowhere. That's fine. I'm trying to think of how to get this key. I think we have to come back and get this key. Yeah, we have to get this key later. Because what I would normally do, because like I said, I would normally just buy all of the items. I would just throw the boomerang at it and grab it because it's like, why not? It's just right there. How many? 1, 2, 3, 5. Let's just pop a fairy, just so we don't have to hear the beeping. And just so I mean, y'all probably remember, but just reminding you that this is premium milk. That is not for our consumption. That's to give to not Talon's best customer. Who was lost in the mountains, so we can't actually drink that milk. It's a key item, not for consumption, and that got us nowhere. Cool. I guess we're going to be coming at this room, from a different angle, so we can just leave. We can't get past. We can't go up there because oh no, gales! The gales will push us away. See, the Gales, they can be your friend, they can be your enemy. You have to respect the Gales, you know, or else it's gonna hurt. And we can go ahead and open this. If I recall, this one's a little interesting. We get to come outside the dungeon, and you know this effect looks a little bit better in 3D. I don't remember if I talked about this when we were at the Eastern Palace when we go on the outside, where you can like see down, and it's like clear that it's like, you know, kind of like a not the highest like you know, like there's not a lot of stuff going down there. It's not like low resolution or anything, but it's like, you know. Oh, here's like a little facsimile of that area to be like, oh, look, you know, there's depth. And, you know, on the 3DS, you know, smaller screen and such doesn't look as, you know, wonky. But, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And it's fine, because sometimes you got to crumble a cookie. I don't know why you have to, but sometimes you do have to do that. It's the way of the world. And we all feel this inexplicable need for sometimes you just get a cookie in your hand and you feel the beast inside well up, and you're like, no, this cookie is crumbled, and that's just the way it is. And we've all accepted this about our human brains and the way that they work, and that's just the way it is. We're all very cool and fine with this. Can I have a heart? Well, I asked for a heart, and I was given guts. It's a similar concept, so I can't say that I disagree with what happened there. What does this do? This is probably going to make this guy move. Oh, nope, it makes Popo come out. Not Popo. Popo? Yeah, Popo. Pretty sure that's Popo. I've already done this thing where we went over their names and such. Okay, yeah, I was looking over because I was like, wait, is there any enemy names that oh, wait, why am I doing this? I was like, there's fire there. I'm going to put it out, but... Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, wait, why not do thing? Why not do... Oh, wait, yeah. I was like... Why didn't it make the thing? And you know, no, we have to pull one more lever to get a key or whatever to appear in the middle of that. Wait, why is it like that actually? Did we pull everything? I've pulled everything, right? What have I not done? Like obviously there's just put this out so I don't hurt myself. We can like scoot around here, but we need to scoot from the up. Oh, there was a button there. Okay, so yeah. We got to scoot. I thought this was gonna be like a little optional thing, but no. Sometimes you have to use the game mechanic for just normal flavor puzzles, not optional flavor puzzles. You know, it's strange. I know, having to use the game mechanic in such a way. And there we go. There's our key. It's very funny because you know I don't want to toot my own horn, but I've been doing these Let Us Plays for a minute, and I've been playing Zelda games, you know, basically since I could like actually I was gonna say since I could comprehend video game, but even before I could comprehend video game, because we had Zelda 1, and I would like pick up the controller and walk around, and be like, wow, sword, cool, and like not really understand things, but there's just. And I know this is just because I'm a very anxious person with like anxiety and stuff, but it's just very funny to me, like how just like little things in games like this will still just make me nervous. So these little weirdos, you know, they're kind of Dodongo-y, but they're not, and they're kind of Helmasaur-y, but they're not. They are called Heedles. If you hit them while they're on fire, I believe it hurts you, so you gotta put them out, and then they panic and run around, and you know, eventually ignite themselves again. I'm not sure if I can. Oh, we may be in a little bit of trouble here. Trouble because of the mini boss, the Heedles. I'm not. Oh shit. yes, actually. I'm not sure if I said it before, but they are called Heedles for some reason. But no, a train came by, and also I was just in the middle of one of the anxious moments I get into. Hey, can you die, guy? I like that they were like, they made this guy, and then they were probably like, it's not very hard, so they just Dark Souls the ass. I'm like, I guess throw 2 of them in there. Fuck it. With that, we got our warp back out, and we don't have any fairies, so a wise decision would be to leave the level and come back. Where's this? Blow us. That blows us off. Okay. Oh, there's stairs here. I couldn't see the stairs. I'm stupid. A wise decision would be to use that warp out of the level to go get fairies. And you know, actually, I'm gonna do that. It's a wise decision. It's not going to take that much time, so I'll see y'all in a sec. Wait, have we used this? I think I tried to use this in the Eastern Palace and it didn't go well. Yeah, it's just a shortcut. That's all it is. Oh, Lonk can fall in the pots and break it. That's cute. I'm going to go grab fairies, though. And there we go. We have a little bit of an insurance policy just in case. Oh, right, stairs. I was like, wait a second. Why, blowy thing, fans, that's what they're called. Gale creators, as, you know, we could, where the hell does this go? It goes nowhere. Sometimes they go nowhere, but, you know, you gotta check. It's the game mechanic. You never know. There could have been a 20 rupee back there just waiting to be grabbed, and we need cold, hard cash at all moments. Let's turn this one on first. Do these just stay on? Yeah, these just stay on. Okay. So our goal is to probably just exit the room. This one has 2. Let's push that one first. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this one is a little bit of a trap where it's like, if you push this one, if you push the lower one, that fan blows you, which, you know, blows you back. You need to push that one to continue, and we're done with that room. Like, you don't have to push every button. That's not, your goal isn't to push every button. Your goal is to leave the room. Although, the reason I'm stating that, like, maybe that's very clear to everyone else, but just in my, like, lizard brain, I'm like, you have to push every button. But as we can see on the map, it's not like there's a chest in that room, like, you know, waiting for us. There's not a little goodie that it's going to give us. As much as we would love just a little treat, there is no little treat to be had. Unfortunately, I know. I don't know how the fuck we're supposed to make it through the day without our little treats, but we'll persevere. We'll find other little treats to have. Oh, hey, what are you? You're an Igor. These guys are. Have we seen an Igor? I forget if we've seen them. I don't think we've seen an Igor. They show up like pretty early in A Link to the Past. Like, I think they're in the castle, like, passage to the sanctuary. I believe they show up there in A Link to the Past. They don't show up for a bit in this one. Like, I mean, it's not like we're very far in the game or anything. Hey, Popos, get out of my way. The noise you make, though, very satisfying. That little whoop. Oh, I did appreciate that, and I did fall for your trap that time. I can grab this heart. I would have liked that other one, too. But, you know, you don't always get what you want, and that's fine. That's this crazy little thing we call life. What does this do? Oh, it turns on the fan. I probably should have. I also just noticed the fan is on the map. I don't know how I fuck. I don't know how I fuck. My parents never told me. I didn't want them to. So I've left it a mystery. That isn't to say I haven't done it. I just don't know how. It's confusing and strange, and you just, you know, you black out. You go into a fugue state. I was trying to think of the word fugue. Yeah, fugue. Like a fugue state. I was trying to get to fugue state, and the first word that came to mind was vogue, and I was going to say a vogue state, which is a different thing. And oh, wait, that was kind of funny. Lonk had a bit of, like, momentum, like, since I came into that, like, going to the left, like, he kind of continued upwards and leftwards in a funny way. And it's gross, so I don't want to continue talking about it. But perhaps going into a vogue state for sex is maybe a good idea, actually. So maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I've learned something today. Wow, incredible! The pursuit of knowledge. Sometimes it's nasty, but, you know, sometimes you got to do. A baby's got to do what a baby's got to do. Not that a baby should be doing that, but, you know, a baby's got to do. You know, It's so funny. For a long time, my phone was able to autocorrect that for me. Like, anytime, like, you know, my phone's autocorrect had A as, like, an option. And if I hit that, you know, it'd be like, A, baby. And it's like, it could do it all for me, like, including, like, where I'd put the commas. I just really appreciated that my phone used to do that. It doesn't do it so much anymore because I don't say a baby's got to do what a baby's got to do as often as I used to. And you may be asking, why were you saying that so often in the first place? And look, I don't have the answers for you. I just did. I did just say that phrase a lot because I thought it was very funny. I mean, I don't think that's that strange to have, like, oh, I don't have any stamina, right? I was like, why I not go up? Because I was out of stamina. I was not paying attention to the game mechanic that I was like, oh, that the game, you know, the stamina mechanic. I think it's very good. I think it's a good idea. They also keep killing themselves. I'm not sure if the shield will help us against the fire, but, you know, We can hope. We can have some dreams. And there's even a little bit of goop in the middle. So like I could, run around, get more goop, and then we're good. It's funny that they still hurt you whenever they're in like skull form like that. Like there's no fire. Oh hey, there's some hearts. That's what these are called on the wall over here. That didn't go great. Didn't go bad. I was saying something about a baby's got to do what a baby's got to do, but oh yeah, random phrases. I feel like I feel like everyone, and maybe this is just me with my like level of what random little things I become obsessed with, but just like funny little phrases that you like. And I say that because it's like, to me, that makes like perfect sense. Like yeah, of course, you find a funny phrase that you like and you find any excuse to say it. But I'm also a person who, when considering what tattoos I want, which I'm actually not sure if medically I can get them. I'll talk about that in a second. But the tattoos I'd want, the first one, across my chest, the phrase "Little Hamsters, Big Adventures." I just think that I really like hamsters. I thought Hamtaro was very cute. I'm not like a big like Hamtaro fan or anything. I did enjoy the show as a child. I had a few of the toys because I was like, yeah, cute little hamster. I love those. I love these things. Is that what Ryu Shinmu says whenever he gets a keychain or a gachapon thing, where he's like, I love these things. It's Little Hamsters, Big Adventures across the chest, and then of course the Lupin calling card little bean face thing as a tramp stamp. Medically, I'm not sure if I can get them. I don't know if I've talked about it in the series, but I almost died. It's a thing, whatever. And I'm on blood thinners for life, basically. And I don't think you can get a tattoo while you're taking blood thinners. So we got a new guy here, new boss. What's this guy called? This guy's called a Margomil. It's just a little top. It's a little top with an eye. It's a Zelda-ass thing. It's like, yeah, you got a top, you got an eye. The eye comes out of a mouth for some reason. Some real G-virus shit, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's a top. It's got wind. It's going to try and push us off the level. I don't think we can go that high. Can I hit the sword? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if we could, if this was like a stage of the fight where we could, knock him down so we can get him down to a layer where we can hit him. But it looks like he's going on defensive now. But when, it's a simple boss. You attack the thing to create an opening so you can come up here and get him. It's early Zelda boss, pretty simple. That's it. We just gotta beat up this top. Oh no, it's spitting wind. You don't want to get knocked off. Luckily, it seems like not being knocked off doesn't deal 4 times the amount of damage. Since it's doing half a heart, and that's an impossible amount of, 1/4 of half a heart isn't an amount of damage that can be dealt to us, and falling off does hurt you in, normal games, so clearly, something. It's doing something. So yeah, a cute little boss for the House of Gales, using a little bit of wind, since, that is, Gale, excuse me, it's using Gales. This isn't wind. Wind is, it's not branded, this is Gales. They've gotten the brand for it. They've trademarked it, and we should respect that. You should respect trademarks and people who have them, obviously. It's something to be admired and respected. Is Lonk floating? I guess we'll see if he falls in a second. Okay, no. I guess he just fell to the ground whenever Margomil died. I'm not sure if that's how you would pronounce it. Oh, yeah, we were floating. That's fucking cool. I love when stuff happens like that in games. It's like Margomil. I don't know why, but the delay on that cutscene, because it went to here's the heart container, and then it went back to Lonk we could play, and it was like, no, actually, wait, this other thing needs to spawn in first. Oh, shoot. I didn't mention it, but y'all heard it. the bard versions of the item get and the key item get happening in this level. So far, everything other than those two bard music things, and I don't really consider those songs, but they're in there, so I'll show them off. Everything else we've seen, Zelda's Lullaby, the main theme, and Kakariko Village. Is there one more that we've heard? I think there's one more. I can scroll down on my notes and find out. I think I just dragged my mouse across the thing. I hope I didn't, but y'all might have seen it. Fairy Fountain, that's the one I was forgetting, yes. So, all those four are all available bard songs from the start. There are 5 bard songs at the start of the game. I don't know when all of them unlock. I'm just playing them when they feel right. And it's like, we're in a dungeon, so I assume you would be able to get the item get and key item get things. There's one more that we can get from the start, or you could hear from the start, that we'll be hearing next episode. Because we're done with this one, baby. Because we got the Pendant Wisdom. Keep your mind sharp. Thanks. I'm glad that I have this little Christmas ornament ball thing that's going to keep my mind sharp. That fucking rules. I need one of those for real life. Hey, what's up, Zora? Nice weather today. So I swam here with the queen, and she swims so fast, and I got left behind. I'm hurt, to be honest. The queen left me behind. I feel abandoned. Oh, well, that's a shame. I guess she does hold on to that smooth stone thing, or maybe she doesn't always. I don't know. She can leave her pond though. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't want to think about that. That's smooth gem bullshit anymore. But yeah, that was the House of Gales. It's a cute little level. I like the use of the Gales. I think the Tornado Rod's a fun item, if a little strange, but it's a good one. So next time, we're going to prep for the next dungeon, and maybe do the next dungeon? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Crazy life we're living.